Hello there everyone and welcome back. We managed to get a good handful of matches with the last episode, mainly because 3 of the recorded matches I tried to do were actually canned. I did not post them, mainly because my opponent either had only one ship, as with the case with the orc match I played with. He only had a single light cruiser for a 300 point convoy mission, I think it was. And then the second match was basically I was fighting our 600 point chaos friend again. I forget his name unfortunately, but this time I was suffering from the terrible latency he was probably suffering from, since I think I was actually the host for the first 2 matches. So I decided to can that because that would have looked awful trying to watch my ships bounce around all day. And of course, to make it worse, he just trolled me and, tried trolling me by having his last frigate just run away from me all game. So there was that. And the third match I did not get to post was, of course, the one I was happy with, which was the Chaos Mirror match, which I sorely beaten him, even though he had the full level 10 fleet. So I felt pretty good about that. I did take a little bit of casualties, mind you, but that's all behind us. It did give me a good amount of renown. It gave me a good amount of experience. So let's hopefully continue that trend, shall we? Okay, well, this is going to be something different here, as we're going to be fighting against Eldar and we're fighting against Crooked there. So the big question here is, what do I field? Macro battery spam seems like the way to go, but is it the right way? Well, the spoiler's really good at dealing with his bombers, at least. I do have macro batteries if I want to take the devastations, and the slaughter should be a must there in that case. This is going to take a little bit of learning without a doubt. And with that said, do I bring both the carrier Hellbringers to try and harass and chase down? Ugh. In fact, I think I want to bring a couple of Iconoclasts maybe to be able to harass, although, can I seriously only field 2? Or is it lying to me? Oh, that's why I have the Hellbringer in there as well, so that explains it. This might be a little excessive, but I think with the extra macro batteries and their ability to spot for me, this could be useful. We will have to see, since I so slenderly fight Eldar in general there, never mind the fact I don't really have shield upgrades to at least reliably weather the pulsar shots, so having a battleship probably could be a bit of a mistake. But at least with my Imperial Navy games, I at least had a Widowmaker to kind of force him to get spot whenever he tried to get close. This time, though, I have to rely on frigates that are going to be a bit vulnerable with their extended sensors. I don't really have that convenience, so it's going to be a completely different kind of game. And the gas clouds here can be useful for deterring his bombers if I hug around there, because I still got good range. I'm just not really going to do a lot of damage with any lances I may have. Not to mention the fact that I almost completely forfeit my lances in general anyway. So I do want to have a couple of frigates handy. It's gonna require probably a lot of micromanagement to keep them moving. In fact, because I want to keep the battleship in front as much as I can, because I don't want to be slowed down by it, since it is kind of my slowest ship. We're gonna have to try and see how this goes, because if anything, I'm gonna have the Hellbringer with this group here. You're gonna be in a separate group. This, like I said before, is going to take a little bit of learning, because I don't know realistically what kind of damage I could do. Only thing I got going for me, as I find out I took the wrong Hellbringer, damn it, is I could have just outlasted the fighters by having the same amount of bombers as he did, technically, or at least really damn close to it. So that's unfortunate. This is like the one time I could have used the Siege Favor type of cruiser, and I of course took the wrong one. So we see some Solarises. What is it? 2 Solarises? Well, they could... Okay, 2 Solarises, 2 Shadows. Possibly Shadows anyway. And then whatever this third ship is. So just staying hidden is probably the name of the game then. Making good use of Assault Rhine, which sadly which is kind of why I wish I had the Siege Hellbringer. I must have accidentally took that out there by accident there, and ended up with the lance fan. Nonetheless, I have lots of beacons. I can stick them on really well. I do only have 3 beacons though. So, yeah, he spots me. That's not going to help him too much. Especially if I could just keep shooting this. Now. Come on, send your bombers. You know you want to. He's not going to send his bombers out. That's a shame. So, let's get going. And let's try reveal him and throw a beacon on. Can I stick a beacon? Nope, not quite. Not quite, but I can fix that in a moment. Alright, anytime you want to launch the beacon, because I don't even need to go to that gas cloud. And let's try and fly this thing out. We don't even need to burn a Silent Run just yet. Just keep hitting it, and don't ram my own ship, ideally. There. So far, so good. Only took light damage from a bomb, it looks like. But so long as I could keep seeing this thing, that's fine. I just don't want to waste a beacon on it. I do not want to waste a beacon on you whatsoever. Now, what is the range before this thing gets detected? Because you're really what I want to see. There, thank you kindly for that. Thank you kindly for that, Crooked. Now I gotta make use of this slaughter because it's in a bad spot. I should be getting it ready for the aggressive movement I might want to do. Because I do have vision, I can harass him, and best of all, it forces him out of the gas cloud there, so he can't use that. I just gotta somehow get damage off, which I sort of can do with bombers once he's in range. I'd rather just kill the Hellborn, because those pulsars aren't going to do much until he hits me with torpedoes or something. Alright, so those torpedoes probably are going to hit the battleship if I don't take evasive maneuvers. And I saw I launched bombers. Okay. Gonna be a lot to take consideration here. And he's okay, he did unload pulsars and he does have eclipses. So let's unload on this. And let's get ready. Ah, damn it. Did I ram my own ship there? So, let's get... Come on, get on there. Oop, that was the wrong button too. That's unfortunate. But, can I hunt this thing down? Was that even the right ship to go after? Because, again, forgot my brace for impact, which is unfortunate. And I am going after a shadow, so it's kind of the wrong ship anyway. So probably a little bit too aggressive, a lot of damage though, but I need to protect it from bombers. Because if it doesn't get hit by the pulsars, that's best. I think I want this thing right in the middle of everything, so that way he can't hit it with pulsars very well or torpedoes. And if I can ram it, that's even better, but the brace for impact was bad. Or the silent running. I would have liked the brace for impact there, that would have been useful. So, this can still get out, it's taking a little bit of damage though, but I need to start killing stuff. Because apparently my focus firing is not working anymore. I don't know why it sometimes stops when I try. Oop. Let's see. Gotta hold that thought. So this slaughter's probably dead, but we are really close to killing off his one. What is it? Just a shadow. So not as exciting as it could be. And that. Okay, so let's try and finish these things off somehow. Because killing Eclipse is going to be a big deal. And no, you're not. You're not insubordinating. I don't think I have the firepower though, let alone the mobility now to get the kill I want. Got a little too excited with the beaconing target. And he's going to focus on this, so there's no way I can shot. Even with the macro batteries, I don't think I'm going to do enough damage to kill that. Because my bombers are not available, and since I launched bombers, I don't have any more defensive fighters, so he could just kite me all day. And my lances will eventually do some hits. Probably should have set my priority, but there wasn't a real chance I could have got the engine anyway. Alright. I don't... Okay. I should be able to dodge that just barely. Okay. I'll try and let that go. Yeah, because not going to be able to do much now. Didn't quite have the firepower, let alone all my macro batteries are on the side, so it might have been better to try to play a long-range game. Because chasing him while I have broadside weaponry is not exactly efficient. But of course, not having the shield upgrades also hurts with that strategy. So it's going to take a little bit of experimentation. Now if he wants to come after this, by all means. And I'll have to play with my silent run a bit to try and avoid getting detected some. I don't have the emission dissipators to help too much. That's the only downside there. The one time I do regret not having emission dissipators if I want to play that route. And he's stealing from my style there, so it's easy to hit a battleship though. I'm just not doing the damage I need to even with these macro batteries, and the bombers aren't hitting either. I at least only have, what, one shadow to deal with in terms of firepower? I might as well warp this thing out to preserve its experience. And that should only take one torpedo? Yeah, only one torpedo. So we'll see if we can get this out. Since he just burnt all his cane, or was his lightning strikes. Gonna take a little bit of experimentation, but of course, trying to chase after him is honestly probably a fool's errand because again, I need to have my side to him if I want to hit with broadside weaponry. Only the Slaughter, in all honesty, can actually do that because of its immense speed. Unless I want to go with a bunch of Hellbringers. In which case, I only have 2 that have bombers and 2 that are set equipped with lances, so if I encounter them again, that might be what I do. Just try to commit more light base, because trying to get aggressive, of course, was a bad idea when one of my ships, my main ship, can't even chase. That's the problem. And, of course, with such drastic distance, my bombers I don't even think did any damage. But I wasn't really watching, to be honest, either, so this will probably be the one case where I do repair. And let's see. And this time, hopefully I can actually pick ships that have the favor of siege, because that silent run would be useful for that said long-range engagement. Especially when I destroy his frigate, which he's relying on for detection anyway. So he would have to commit to get close there anyway, if he wants to get use of his bombers, and if I can get ready to punish him whenever he does those torpedo runs. Hell, that should in all honesty when I should launch bombers, when I know he's going to launch the torpedoes. But hey, I'm the only one who actually uses torpedo cruisers, so it's not likely I should honestly account for that, right? Crooked's just copying my style after all. Alright, so we got a rematch. Unfortunately, it is not with the Eldar fleet, which is kind of what I was hoping. Because it's so slendomly, well, it's so rare I actually get to play against Eldar. I would actually like to learn how to fight it. Although, even then, even if I were to take the Acherons against Eldar, it's really hard to say how effective that would be. Because you would think Holofield will help negate that, but at the same time, these things are always going to hit, at least as far as accuracy is concerned. It's just the Holofield that's prevented them from doing damage at that point, so really hard to say. And let's see, I probably it's 600 points, so I probably should go with my try and true, although gotta be mindful you could attack from any angle. But I do have a carrier ship to help at least deal with some of his bombers. It's only going to deal for like 1 protector, maybe 2 if you count my point defense also helping to shoot down his mantas. But a custodian, he's going to get some torpedo hits in unless I really commit with the silent running. And even then, I only got 1 silent run available to me. And to be honest, I don't know if like, what is it, the void blending or whatever it is, the adaptive camo, whatever doubles the duration of my silent run. I don't even know if that works with the siege cloud or not. That would help alleviate that a lot. But oh boy, isn't that amusing. This glitch is getting better and better, and I can actually deploy ships while it's going on, apparently. You saw me wave around my Acheron there in front of everyone. That's not rude at all. Nonetheless, I don't even know what I deployed anymore. This is getting weirder and weirder. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this game's starting to break. Nonetheless, I have no idea where he's going there. I gotta be careful about being spread out, because he could probably dive me really well if he has the air cache favor. So a lot of uncertainties there. If I were him, where would I attack? Maybe on the left, because there's a gas cloud here he can use to mask his attack run some. So I'm going to try and play with that gambit a little bit. Just give myself a little bit of wiggle room in case. But I'm going to have to move over a bit more anyway, just because it's too cramped. Oh well. I was hoping to play more Eldar, because I really do want to learn how to fight them, because even as my Imperial Navy fleet doing potentially well in the championship, I still have little idea if I'm playing that matchup properly, because even, damn it, I can't remember who the Eldar players was called that I played up against. Calamar. I still don't even remember what how Calamar's style is in comparison to the other normal Eldar fleets, if it's better or ideal. So secret missiles are going, that's no surprise. And ideally I want to try and intercept them, just to minimize the damage. I honestly don't want to get hit by said secret missiles, but shoot 'em down is going to be good. Come on, fighters, don't let me down, because this is going to hurt a little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit cramped, needless to say. But let's start unloading. We got 2 protectors to fire on. He wants to hide in the gas cloud, so let him have it. And I gotta be careful of me taking a ton of damage, because that is without a doubt going to happen here. So keep focus fire is the plan, because he's getting super aggressive like I was saying he might. And he doesn't have repair drones, so spraying out the damage is like a must. Now, let's just hide. He is in a stasis bomb, so that helps a little bit. Come on. Everyone get out. And let's see. You're gonna have to get going. Yeah, I'm ramming my own ships, but that's kind of okay, because now I can do this. Just keep firing at the ship and keep hitting it, and hopefully... Yeah, can I just turn that off? I can in a moment. I am messing up my control a little bit because I'm telling him to hold fire by accident. So, everything's jammed, so I should be fine. And he can't do anything with that cutting laser just yet, so... It's just a battle of attrition here at this point, which I worry I'm probably at the losing end if I don't get full value out of this dang thing. Oop, and I'm also using my cogitators. So finish that off. Ooh, kill the shields, I like that. And now let's start boring this thing. And also, I want to kill its weapons in all honesty. If I could get turned around to do that. Do I have any more? No, I don't have any more auger disruptors, so... Not going to be able to do much more from here on out. I'm going to lose an Acheron. His shields are up though, but he's about to lose a protector. Oh, he just wants to come after me. That's fine too. I'm actually okay with that. I do need to be careful of whatever he's doing there. Might as well supercharge that voice shield. His prow's gone. So this is without a doubt gone. I think I'm going to lose this Acheron without saying it. because he's been focus firing that pretty well and I can't shield it. Actually, my Hellbringer could shield it, but it's not going to be able to do it in time, I don't think. So let's just kill his protector and that'll get rid of his main firepower. And if it explodes, that might be good. Because he still wants to do that cutting laser, even though he hasn't really been charging it up very well. Well, he could actually get a little... Yeah, he's been getting some charge just because of the wreckage, in all honesty. The random wreckage he's been flying by has given him his charge, which is kind of funny. Come on. Oh, come on. Keep firing. Brace for impact. You're going to lock on. And kill this thing. And if I'm really lucky, although my cogitator and all that... Was it my... I'm not going to have the ability to jam anytime soon, so that's probably not a good strategy. If I can survive 20 seconds, though, that will work out well. So 18 seconds I can double jam again with the Assault running. And then I could just outmaneuver this Bastion and we're golden. Just gotta be careful of his damn bombers still. That's gonna take a lot of damage. 1 second. So that should hide me relatively well, at least once my weaponry allows me to hide. And then I'll have a second jam. Well, my second Acheron's gone. I can't jam anymore, so I only got a 25-second window in all honesty. So just kite and finish him off. Thankfully, I managed to survive the close range gambit. That was a little bit tense, a little bit scary, because I never did, honestly, consider a Bastion or a hidden ship. So that may have been the big mistake I did there, but aside from actually protecting my Acheron a little bit more, maybe, because my other ships still had plenty of health. That was pretty damn good, considering I was stuck in close range for the majority of that. I may have gotten a little bit aggressive, considering I could have used the beacons to help contribute with the firepower. But at the time I was kind of worried about giving him any free beacon kills with those seeker missiles, so I leaped before I looked, in all honesty, because I could have just boosted while hugging the beacons a little bit better and still got the same result. And I only lost a single Acheron. Now, fortunate was the one that was level 5, mind you, but considering that's probably the most ideal situation for Tau, considering they're using all railguns, even though they can potentially go just as long range centric as I could, it probably potentially benefited him more. And I came out on top nonetheless, so I still feel good about that. Alright, so I get the feeling from that cue that we're going to be getting our match with Crooked. Come on, game, don't leave me in suspense. I want to have this early commentary beforehand. Oh boy, a mirror match. Is he really going to pull that on us? Huh. Oh well. At least I can kind of say I'm comfortable with my Chaos mirror match, potentially. Although I did repair my second Acheron to have it available just in case, because I was hovering around 800 renown. I just could have used that for a favor, in all honesty. Alright, so should I go with that strategy again, especially since we are doing a data recovery? At the very least, my lances can almost guarantee his shields will be down. It's just a matter of, do I steal the data right away or not? That's the real tricky thing, because I could suffer from really inconvenient timing of his shields coming back up, and then that's when he warps out. So, really hard to say. I think my ultimate strategy is to probably brute force him, because I do get that detection. He has the convenience of maybe warping out there with me having really awkward moments to try lightning strike it, and well, he has to deal with the fact he's detected, and I have no extended sensors to get that additional lightning strike range, so oh well, I'm confident in my Chaos mirror matches if nothing else. I have kind of the level 10 fleet battles to kind of prove it, if I do say so myself. But nonetheless, this is going to be different. It's definitely going to be fast-paced because I need to act immediately to kind of punish his division that he's granting me for the objective. And, of course, got to make sure I'm on point, that he doesn't fly past me like what I suspect he might do with that Hellbringer. I get the feeling he might try to circle around me. And, of course, the weak link, possibly, of this entire fleet is going to be my level 5 Acheron because it lacks the extended lance range. If I lose this, it's because he may have lucked out and gone on my right side there, or on the left side rather. So this Acheron has no way to contribute with its firepower. Also, I took a slaughter apparently and not my carrier. Damn it, is it onslaught? I forget what the damn thing's called now. This is even more awkward. Oh well. At least I have a ship that can really aggressively chase him now. If nothing else, it's just not fulfilling the role I had in mind, so this is getting better and better. So, let's see, he's all carrier ships, so this could have been what the devastation would have been really good for, I'm not gonna lie. And now, let's turn everything over. Start engaging. Because I could just cancel his... Can I actually cancel his warp jump? I wonder if that's possible if I were to use my Slanesh just as he's warping out. Not before, but as he's warping out. Don't know how effective it actually would be in all honesty, but let's boost on forward. Spread out the damage. And focus on the one ship that needs to die, because apparently he's all light cruisers anyway. And this slaughter is going to be, again, a little bit awkward. Okay. This is already going to be down and dirty. I don't think the beacon's going to help much. I might as well brace for impact, because this is kind of a big ship, so it's not exactly going to be all that useful. But now I'm behind them, so that's going to spread out a lot of this firepower. And if I can actually get him trapped in the bubble, that'd be great. Although, I might end up getting myself stuck. Remains to be seen. Alright. So he wants to play that game, that's fine. So, let's turn around and go after his ship there. Yeah, his bombers are going to do ridiculous damage at this proximity is the only problem, but he's jamming me and not taking advantage of the jam. Although, come to think of it, I should be doing the same, shouldn't I? Only problem is most of my ships are using brace for impact right now, so it's not as helpful as it could be right now. Like, I could have done a assault run right there, and I messed up on that regard. Now, where's my slaughter? I think I'm going to have this thing go straight at it with the other one, because it's not going to really do much in terms of damage, but it doesn't really have the health either. I think it's time to go steal the data while we get this fight going on. Get the Acherons doing their damage still. And so long as I'm in front of him, he's not actually doing very much damage. I just gotta make sure. Okay, he's hitting me with bombers still. The bombers are doing work here because I don't have the convenience to gain the best type of assault run attempt. And that ship's about to die there, which is funny because I thought I was focusing on the other ship. I thought I was focusing on the actual ship that had the data, which is kind of funny. Either way, I am curious to try out how that works. With the... Let's see, with the Slanesh, although if this thing dies beforehand, especially with exploding ships, not much I'm going to be able to do about it. Because my Acherons aren't able to focus fire very well, and his damage is getting spread right now. Oh. Okay, for some reason I thought that was his ship, because I saw the corn favor. So maybe, yeah. Now I'm starting to regret not having the devastation, because I think I'm dying because of the bombers and the fact I'm so close proximity I can't negate them. I feel like it's what's happening here, because now I'm down 2 ships there, and since I tried to focus fire the one that was farthest away, I couldn't get the damage I wanted. And if I go on with the battleship, you know he's going to continue with the maneuver he's been doing there. So this is over, unfortunately. So I'm going to... Was it the devastation that screwed me over? Because with the close proximity, being super aggressive, it probably would not have worked anyway because my fighters would have just got shot down anyway. But I'm pretty certain the bombers play a big part in that because they can do the big burst damage. And let's see. And I didn't really get much value out of the assault run. At least on the ships that were getting focused down anyway, because I braced for impact with them, so... that was a bit of a fault there. I'm not gonna lie. But oh well. Live and learn there, and of course find a bunch of level 10s, but still. If I could play my more slower passive game, that would have worked for me, but... in the end, the failure was not focusing down his other ships that were actually killing me. Because I tried to focus the one that was keeping its distance, and you figured that would have been alright, because I do have lances on all of them. Well, just about all of them, but... oh well. Not much I can say. I still want to fight the Eldar fleet, though. I still want to fight the Eldar fleet, because that's the one I can learn from. Having a matchup that kind of works against the playstyle of my fleet doesn't really help so much. And the despoiler would have been a huge liability if I want to go heavy on the bomber front, in all honesty. Unless I go with Devil Devastation's Devil Acheron, that could have been an interesting idea. I could have afforded that for 600 points, but again, that leaves me vulnerable to his Hellbringer just circling around me. He could have gotten away with that, since I would have nothing to actually chase him. So a lot of things I'm not certain about.